What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be playing the Strong Arm Driller for the plus 20% weapon range. I'm going to combine that with the new overclock on the stun sweeper, giving you plus 400% range at firing in a spiral. Probably looking for the plus 50% range on top of that. Let me skip the nitra and just go purely for gold so that I can hopefully reroll into the stun sweeper here. The 50% and 400% weapon ranges are both overclocks, so they're additive with each other, I think. So the 50% isn't super important, it would just be kind of funny to maximize the build.
Oh, yeah.
Then other than that, I'm just looking for some utility, like the cryo grenade for some crowd control, and neurotoxin grenade for some damage amplification from the corrode debuff. Please give me the stun sweeper. Getting all the gold I can. Level 5. Finally.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out
So
the
hopefully I get the overclock for it pretty quickly, because if you run into one of the new shellback elites on the first floor, it is very hard to actually damage them with completely uncontrolled weapons. So if I don't get the spiral overclock, I just might not have enough damage. The other stable overclocks on the boomerang aren't super impactful if you use it as a main weapon. So taking the 50% range on it doesn't actually lose you that much, even though it doesn't make a huge impact once you already have like 400% and the multiplier from the strong arms anyways. See if I can finish that off now.
Let's clear them out.
Wouldn't mind some early resource scanners for salt pits since there's so much terrain to mine out here. Divers and BLT are both quite good. I think that's probably rarer since it's a higher rarity.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Decent throwable damage. That should affect basically everything I have.
Give it to me.
Boomerang level. Going to need a lot of those. Decent crit chance.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Pretty nice throwable damage. Would prefer some more boomerang levels to look for the overclocks, but I'm kind of failing upwards right now with massive throwing damage that will apply to almost everything in the build. There was one suggestion that I heard on the Discord that could be pretty helpful, and that's to save your supply pod until the elites come out, and then if you do get a shellback, you can try to squish it, since they are very hard to deal with early on. I need to try and outrange that, I think. Don't think I can move faster than that when I'm mining through this salt here. But they are very tough to deal with early on, especially with untargeted weapons like this. But if I can get the 400% range spiral pattern, it will at least incidentally hit them sometimes. Let's see, there should be a bit more nitro on the level, I think. I did skip some early on, I think, so I wouldn't level quite fast. Boomerang level.
This is perfect for my build.
Wow, that's just inescapable if it spawns right on top of you, actually. Thought I would be able to outrun it a little. Throwable. I guess I should. See if I can get him to stop and then pull some detonators on him. That will be pretty helpful. That was a decent chunk from just one of them there. Decent luck.
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
Try and get some more on him. About half, not too bad. Got a magnet towards the middle for later and a nice level on the boomerang.
Perfect dwarf.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
Looks like I might have gotten all the resources here anyways. Man, if I could hit those rocks right now with them stuck in place over there, but there's too many bugs. I'm gonna take a bit of damage to try and save the magnet for later here. He's probably low enough that I don't need to worry about him too much now. Just when he's rolling around, it's kind of hard to avoid them. So I would like to get the cryo or neurotoxin here, I think. Shredder just isn't going to do much if I'm not putting that many levels into it. Plasma could work. Would need some overclocks for it to be decent. I'm okay to try that.
I've got a pocket full of plasma.
Careful, they're going blood crazed. Work fast, miner.
Try and drag them through the axes for some extra AoE damage here. Nice, a reload into an overclock. There we go, got the early spiral as well, not bad. I want to grab both of these just to get the absolute maximum weapon range possible. But since they're additive, I imagine the XP collection is better than the 50% range once you already have that. See, one elite left. I can maybe grab some loot bug stuff here and then go for the magnets.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Another boomerang.
It won't hang around.
I got it in the mouth.
That's kind of annoying with a roly-poly coming right at me over there. The drop pod's pretty close, so I can farm a little bit before grabbing it. 2 levels. I'm gonna be pumping it super hard, so that will eventually be wasted.
I want it.
Throwable, sure.
It's a little extra special.
Potency or reload? Actually, not sure on that here. I'll take the purple.
This makes my whole
Another
life
potency.
better. I'll take this one.
Plasma or the axe. I'm down to see what I can get from the axe. The acid trail
Just
would
the
improve
upgrade
my
I was
damage a
looking
little
for.
bit. However, I am going to level Boomerang even though that's a legendary, just because it's my main and basically
This
only
is
weapon
my
for the build
big-
here. Reload for everything is pretty
Now
good.
this is a rare treat.
So cryo or neurotoxin would be some nice utility here. Nope. Nope. Cryo,
The bugs are
kind of
gonna wish they
expensive,
brought
but
a
hopefully it'll
sweater.
be worth it.
Hell yeah!
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Hatches shut, taking you to stage 2.
Another boomerang into the
Gimme,
second
gimme,
overclock.
gimme.
Got the maximum range, even though I think that is better.
Overclock! Rock!
3
and
levels
stone!
is pretty efficient nitro-wise. Oh, I have the cryo as well.
It'll do!
That'll probably be more useful to
I
me.
always waste my money on cosmetics.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
And then for the level 18 on the boomerang, I have heard that the exploding one is very strong, but I'm gonna go the double here just to cover as much of the screen as I can with them. My huge weapon range. And you can see that I think the 2 overclocks are additive together, but then they multiply by the class mod. The 20% there. I think it's 100% base plus the 2 overclocks for that. And that's what the 550% is from.
Loot bug eliminated!
Yeah, cryo is super good with some overclocks for it. Triple grenade and then some more reload speed or explosion radius. Great damage and insane crowd control. I'm not putting a lot into it, but getting a shop for 3 levels at 24 nitra is pretty solid. Can't really beat that price for the levels.
Well done, you got them all.
Between the eye.
Another boomerang
This will
level.
help me work harder.
Scanner shows clear. Supply
Didn't
pod
see that
inbound.
coming, sucker.
Pickled nitra. Don't really like taking that early on because of the huge movement speed penalty. Maybe later, but I think I'm just gonna take the crit for
I
now.
rarely pick one of these.
Has some nice bonuses with no downsides. It's still a second stage. Have I gotten any XP this run? Probably. So, oh well, it's a purple.
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Loot bug looted. Here, have a bullet in the face.
So now I'm just looking to pump the boomerang levels, get a lot of reload speed so I can have a ton of them out at the same time, and maybe get a couple overclocks for the plasma and cryo for some extra utility. And then that's about it for the build. More reload. Sure.
I'm growing stronger. Nitra.
Oh, Jesus, that guy's bouncing right on top of me.
Loot bug looted. Boom, baby.
Looks like that's about everything. The boomerangs actually spiral around where they fire, so if you stay in sort of a stationary area, you can do a lot more damage with them.
I'll think again.
Reload for the plasma, that's a pretty good stat for it.
That's the one. Red sugar.
That'll help it freeze more often if I can get the overclock for it.
Got it right
The
between
bugs
the
are
eyes.
growing stronger.
Or shock more often if I get that overclock. Boomerang level. That's probably fine.
Don't mind if I do.
Still have a lot of shops to go.
That'll you. That's all you got, you slippery shit.
Another boomerang.
Here, have a
The
bullet
threat
in
level
the
just went
face.
up.
Never felt better.
Cryo, reload speed. I don't mind looking for some overclocks
I
on
just
that.
became a better dwarf. Ooh.
Reload or damage, I'll take the
You
reload
don't see these every day.
to just blanket the screen in them later on.
Threat level increasing.
Decent reload
This
for
one
everything.
shoots the best. Die! Ooh.
3 levels on the cryo. That will help a lot with overclocks. I could push that to 18 right now, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. Getting overclocks on my secondary utility weapons kind of will be an issue, so that
Doesn't
helps a
hit
lot
harder,
with
but
that.
looks fancy.
No triple, so I guess probably the explosion radius on it.
Overclock says it's time to kill.
Allow it to hit more often for the freezes.
Attack!
They're everywhere. Move out, miner. Get it over with.
35% damage on the boomerang, not bad. Will plasma stack freeze faster with the cryo?
Get moving.
It
won't
depends
hang around.
on how they changed the cryo grenade in the patch. The cryo actually used to freeze enemies instantly as soon as it hit them, but it has a potency stat now, so I would assume they made it so that you actually need a lot of potency or something to actually freeze instantly with it now.
This will help me work harder.
So I'm assuming that it does help it freeze faster, but before the patch it would not have done that
You don't see these every day.
because it just froze instantly back then. Paint job, but I don't need that. I could grab the luck there. I'm about to go into a shop and I'll probably hit 18 anyways. I can go for a pretty high luck run.
You don't see these every day.
Time's ticking, Miner. Move it. Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Explosion radius doesn't work on the boomerang. I don't care about the axe that much. Some movement speed is kind of helpful.
Nothing for me here. Let's
These
try
are
again.
not great. Bit more movement.
Gotta have it. Next.
Reload brings me to
You don't see
18.
these every day.
And like I said, I want to get the double stun sweepers just to make as many of them as possible for the huge
I'm
weapon
clocking it
range.
to 11.
That's
This
okay.
one's
Still have a lot of
best.
nitra.
Let's shake it up.
Reload for
Give
that.
it to me.
And reload for that's pretty cheap.
I'm a new dwarf.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
Mission control, you surly bugger.
So it's
This
down
one's for
to
you.
a 0.64 second reload speed now. With 2 of them every time and massive weapon range.
You're cute, but you're dead. Ooh.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Resupply prepared. Clear the
Reload
landing
or
zone of obstacles.
axe level. I guess probably the reload speed here.
Yes.
I don't have any pickup radius, but it's kind of late. Do I have... Yeah, I do have damage over time turned off. It's starting to lag a little bit. Would probably be a lot worse with that on.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
It seems to be like when there's a lot of boomerangs off screen hitting enemies over there, my FPS is dropping a little bit. Seem okay when they're all on this screen that I'm currently on.
There you go. Delivery of 1 resupply for you, Miner.
Pickled nitra. I guess I'll take it here.
This is gonna help me be a perfect.
Such a large damage
We got a
increase.
swarm incoming.
And I've got the double nitra scaling, but no scanners to go with it. Although that might be a good thing since I don't have that much movement speed.
This one's for Carl.
Another boomerang.
I'll take it.
Big
Feel
swarm
much
detected.
better now.
Buggerman, get ready.
Dwarves don't die today. Oh. Shoot to kill. You want some more?
Just barely avoided the tip of that.
Never felt better.
A bit more nitro will improve my damage quite a bit with both the artifacts.
Let's clear them out.
Reloads. I probably should. Potency is probably one of the weaker
You
stats
don't
for the
see
build
these
here
every day.
on the boomerang. damage and reload speed are a lot better, I think.
You need precious minerals. It will get you killed. Attack!
With no other status damage scaling, but we'll see at the end if that's true. Magnet towards the middle. They'll probably die pretty quickly with all the extra damage from the pickled nitra. Yeah, the guy's already about to die and I haven't really even been trying to hit him. The spiral pattern makes it much easier to hit them. Since you're basically guaranteed that some of them will eventually travel through them.
This one looks best.
So he's about to die. Head over to the magnet now.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
I don't want to mess around too long since I have pickled nitra. I want. Oh, that is going to be an insane luck run, actually.
Dibbity dips.
Big reload speed.
Why not?
Pretty nice armor.
This upgrade's gonna change my
That
life.
will get me an overclock. Or I could get some more reload speed.
Sure. Why not?
Big crit damage.
I can use this.
Big reload.
I'm gonna go with this.
Then I need to make sure to spend a decent amount of nitra here so I don't get slowed down too much for the early levels.
Plenty more where that came from. Stage 4 is waiting for you, miner.
Decent crit damage, don't care about explosive.
Lock it in. Let's shake it
Big
up.
reload speed. Damage is not ideal on that.
I want another go.
These are not great.
More options.
Damage.
It's mine.
I actually don't mind a big mining speed on this map. It does help moving around a lot.
Gotta have that legendary.
I don't think I've gotten any mining speed yet. Might have been one time.
Get to it, miner.
But it helps so much with mobility on this map.
I'm ready for a beer when this is over. Dude, buck down.
The plasma bursts are kind of chunks considering it's level 2. Hits nearly as hard as the boomerang for one hit of each of them.
I die a little inside every time I have to
want
pick
some
up.
more?
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get a bit of movement speed earlier, but it's always nice to have more so you can hold more nitra.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you
Say
shortly.
hello to my little friend.
Got a hoarder hiding down here. Pretty good spot so I can like funnel him into the wall
Come and get me, you dick.
and just blend him with
The
boomerangs.
hoarder.
Pretty nice throwable damage.
This one's so mean.
Even more luck.
Now this is
Too
a
much
rare
crap.
Up
treat.
to a pretty nice amount of luck now.
Clear out the LZ, please.
See if I can cut through and get to the supply pod a bit faster. Kind of knocked that detonator into myself. With the axe there. Cryo. Sure, that'll give me an overclock. Explosion radius doesn't affect my main weapon anyways.
Ooh, baby.
Got the triple for much better freezing power now.
And
There we go.
stone.
Prepared for impact.
2 shellbacks. These are both alright. I probably won't hold that much gold here, so I think this will be a bit better overall. I suppose that'll probably average about 20% or so towards the end.
This works.
I think they're pretty close. I might take a bit of extra damage due to how slow I am, which will bring the favor a bit more towards the mocap.
Nice. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's very hard to dodge with this movement speed right now.
You ugly son of a bitch. Eat lead.
Big axe. Don't think I care that much.
I can't get enough of this rare
Level
stuff.
3 and I'm not scaling kinetic at all.
Baby.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is
Could have gotten
packed
some
and
pretty
ready.
nice legendary axe
For a
upgrades
lead.
this run if I had been going for it though. Decent movement speed,
This
absolutely.
one looks best.
Too bad no magnet there.
Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Let's see. Reload, pretty expensive. I think I'm gonna pass on these.
More options.
Paint job would help looking for overclocks on that, and I do need to spend a certain amount of nitra.
I rarely take
So I'm
one of
okay with
these.
that one.
Let's shake
Big
it
reload
up.
speed every
No
time.
way.
And even more
Legendary.
boomerang levels.
This one. Let's shake it up.
Let's see. Can't get anything there. If I reroll, won't do anything either.
Here we go. You've found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the
I think there's a rare event where you sometimes get a level that's just like covered in loot bugs.
You're
And an artifact that's scaled with them would be pretty busted if you got that. So 2 more levels on the plasma to try and find an overclock there.
one down.
Big potency. I guess I'll try it.
I'm gonna go with this.
It's pretty potent now. 51 shock, whatever that means.
That will teach you. See you later. Much better. Say hello to my little friend. You're cute with your tail.
Oops, tried to get away right as he spawned. I guess it does increase my damage with the mocap though. Maybe I stay low HP for massive deeps.
See you in hell. Let's show them some pain.
Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
It seems pretty hard to hit the new dreadnoughts with the supply pod now. So I suppose I may as well grab this. I think my single target is pretty good if I can hold them in one area.
LZ ready.
But
Ready
if
to
they
fly
move
inbound.
around a lot, then I potentially lose a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I could have waited a bit in case I got that one. So I'll have 100 seconds of that now.
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
I may want to spawn the boss as soon as possible just so that's up for the entire time. Like, I think after that egg triggers, automatically I can open the boss.
Shoot it in the face. One
And then
down.
maybe I could drop some of these rocks on him right as he spawns. Yeah, there we go.
He thinks it's big time. It's gonna frickin' die.
I'm kind of close to him right now. This might be bad, I'm so slow. I can't move! I think he instantly summoned the path there, but I instantly got stuck on something. So this might be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he summoned those really quickly when I was in melee range there.
Objective completed.
But my massive damage
Dreadnought
melted
threat
him, luckily.
eliminated. Objective completed, Minor. Get to the
My
drop
damage
pod
should be
before it heads
pretty
back
huge
over.
right now. I have the pay to win active, a decent increase from the mocap. Pickled is always huge. Pretty strong artifact lineup for the burst damage here. That's going to be it for the Blessed Boomerangs build. Absolute maximum weapon range. Doubled with a lot of reload speed to get as many on screen at once. Some decent throwable stats on it as well. My movement speed's almost neutral actually with the epic there at the end. Pretty huge damage, decent crits. Pretty nice amount of luck.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
Look at my beautiful boomerangs. It actually looks really cool when you're stationary. It's almost like a constant blender around me. We blade vortex now, boys.
That is another one for the books. Dreadnought eliminated. We're pulling you home.
So yeah, Boomerang quite good now with the new Blender augment. I don't think the 50% is actually worth it, but I was just doing it for the memes there. It's additive with the other stuff you have. The class mod is multiplicative though. Got some utility with the cryo. Didn't quite get either of those since I was pumping so many into the stun sweeper, but oh well. Looks like about 3 million, 3.5 million from the dot. So potency was close to useless for me, I think, with no other status scaling.